This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. It's the Old Dominion Monarchs and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Howie Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Monarchs head coach before the game. He understands the challenge at hand. Bringing this team in here to an SEC opponent, it is going to be a very big task at hand. But he knows his players want to show that they are just as good, maybe overlooked, not as highly recruited. He said he's got a very motivated squad on his hands today against the big boys. Back to you.
Howie, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Gators offense that has the first possession of the game. And here comes Aaron Philo, the portal addition from Georgia Tech. Led his team to a win, throwing 4 touchdown passes the last time out. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out of the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got an open man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Gators peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's ball. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll run it again. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Gators come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion. The Gators are rolling down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. Could not make his way to the corner.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see. And you can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
The run inside. It's Pryor. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's again the ball. run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They're wearing this defense down on the opening drive. 12th play coming. Now it's 3rd and short. Might be calling a hot route. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Running inside, it's Roach. 9-yard pickup on the play. Is now 2nd and 1. The Monarchs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Trying to impose their will with the run. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are, and look at they
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football.
Back to pass, it's Potter. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. And the Monarchs will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes a move. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Touchdown, Florida. Special teams coming through. The 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did its job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
He'll bring it out. It's Agnew. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Old Dominion sideline, coming off that turnover, they know their defense has had their back, but the offense has to make them pay. This is an opportunity for them to get back in this game. It's been close so far, but the offense has to get on the board. Coming off that turnover, I feel the momentum shifting down here on this sideline. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Finds his man. It's Roach. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Monarchs in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Potter. Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Finds some time. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. And the Monarchs will try to pin them back with the punt. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. Catch is made at the 15. Slips through the line. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Handoff for Ball. Maybe a crease. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. This time he wants to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. Touchdown, Gator! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roach. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to the well. Look out, he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the 1st quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. Tight end now in motion. The give on the option. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The Monarchs want to crank the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Harris. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Monarchs are flying down the field.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle.
He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Old Dominion.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And he made the extra point without problem. Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Gators sending the offense back to work. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle with Singleton. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Wants to throw on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. There's the pressure. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Looking to throw again. Takes the easy completion. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Gators send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the ball comes to rest right there. The Monarchs send out the offense to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. DB's right up on the receivers. To the air, it's Potter. Fakes to grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Roach. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. The Monarchs will hustle to the line. Keeps it on the option. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. Trying to get rid of it.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. Chance that time getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Monarchs line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
The short hands, it's Mays. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to go right back downfield. He's got it. Still on his feet at the 45. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The run inside. It's ball. Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box, as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got the quick pass. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
That's a miss as an OC. He's coming to the sidelines like, listen, that's not a great throw. We got to take something off of it. But we also can't miss inside. So it's a tough dynamic when you're throwing that out route. But either way, quarterback, wide receiver, they have...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
To the air. It's Potter. Plucks it out of the air. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll go 4 wide. Twin receivers on either side on 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Reads it, fires complete.
And we always go back and we look like, what was the play of the game? Those moments that were so big, that was huge for this offense, man. Already trailing in the football game, third down and long situation to get that conversion and now get first and goal. A chance to cut into this lead. Really nice, big, opportunistic, timely play for this offense.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Touchdown, ODU. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Caught in the backfield. It's ball. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Back to pass. The throw. Back open in the middle. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Brown. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
And it's no good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Agnew. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Old Dominion's offense hopes this drive holds some promise. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Headed outside, it's Roach. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The Monarchs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to...
Snags it, and he's open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Monarchs are moving quickly down the field.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Running inside, it's Roach. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Back to throw, it's Potter. And the heat gets home, they knock him down back at the 45. The Monarchs will call on their punt team. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, the long missed field goal ended the drive. The idea of get a little deeper in plus territory this time around. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Singleton. There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Singleton. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ball. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the draw, it's Pryor. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
To the air on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The offense changing the play. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Makes the grab. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Snags a quick pass on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Monarchs moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
The Monarchs decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and look for room. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Here's a get the ball. There's a crease.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Caught in the backfield, it's Stockton. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires into the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
The run inside. It's Roach. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. They go back to work in the final period of this one. On the run, it's Roach. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. And the Monarchs headed quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Looking to pass, it's Potter. He's going to throw deep right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
This one's complete. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on.
Finding some room. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Fires to the big fella. Shakes off the defender.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Right down the middle. He's got the tight end. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Swings it out to his running back. Got enough space. inside the 5 at the 4, and they... Touchdown, at least for now.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
At first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Now on the option. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Monarchs.
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with. Exactly. Turning it on. Picks up the 1st down. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. 1st down from the 42. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Pryor. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, he'll throw it. With the catch, it's Ball. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff for Ball. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the foot.
There's some room. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the 4th quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal for the offense. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. And after that stop from the defense, they're still on the 2, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Florida! They've got the lead here in the 4th. The Gators answer right back.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
Coming out with it, it's Agnew. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. This drive will open from the 15. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roach. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looking downfield, it's Potter. Got his man in the middle. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the 1st. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Throw, and he needs to make a play. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. The run inside. It's James. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I absolutely hate that play call. At this point of the game, you're trailing, you're trying an outside run. It's a slow developing play, eating up seconds. And if you're going to do that, at least you have to be able to get out of bounds. He wasn't able to do it, and now the clock is ticking and ticking away. That is just not the right play call in this 2-minute situation.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Back to pass on 2nd down. Rushes on him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Gotta find a completion on this one. Fires it. It's caught. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.